Kevin Durant's going to be number one. He's going to be number one. Actually, for the future, I don't know what I ended up titling this video. But in my head, as I'm recording it, it's just going to be like NBA best player to be friends with in the NBA, something that adjacent. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, this is more or less like a friendship application video. Come to Chicago, we can hang out. I got cool shit. I got cool shit. I'll throw these on, Kevin. We could really do some cool shit here, Kevin. I'm serious. Go to the Bean. That'd be fun. I don't know what we'd do there. You'd probably get hounded. Who else do I want to be friends with in the league? I don't know. Because if you kind of go down the list, like, I don't know, of all the dudes right now, you know who's, like, sneaky on the list? And, like, even 5 years ago, I never would have thought in a million years that this dude would be cool. Jeff Teague? What the fuck? Jeff Teague is awesome. Like, when he was in the league, I think we were all just kind of like, that's just a guy. Like, that's just some guy who, like, plays on good teams sometimes. Right? But, like, he's just a guy. Was he one of the... When Atlanta won, like, 60 games and they got 4 dudes in the All-Star game, was he one of them? Because, basically, I'm just asking who got left out. Because it would have been... Was it... The starting five was Millsap, Horford, Korver, Jeff Teague. Who am I forgetting? This is going to be embarrassing that I can't remember. I want to say it's like fucking Damari Carroll, but it's not Damari Carroll. This is brutal that I'm forgetting who it was. But anyways, as it turns out, the further removed we get from his career, and the more he just like does like podcasts and shit, like, and just like talks, he's awesome. Like he's like a comedian. The dude is hysterical. I want to hear Jeff Teague do like a tight 10 minutes. You know what I mean? He's been great. Lou Williams, I feel like all-time like NBA vibes, dude. I'd want Lou Williams on my roster. Pause, my friendship roster. And it's like, I don't know. I look at the Pistons and I'm like, who on the Pistons do I want to be friends with? Well, Cade, obviously already boys, already best friends for life. So, like, we're square there. Other than that, Stu, I mean, we did the interview the one time. That was cool. I don't think he would, like, remember me, though. So I don't think we're friends. Bogdanovich, like, I don't know. Not really. Jaden Ivey is probably who you guys are like, what about Jaden Ivey? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to work as hard as he does, with all due respect. I don't have fun working. Like different fucking grind set that he's always on, like, that's not for me. I think we're just cut from two different cloths. Jalen Duren, sneaky, actually might be the same. Where I'm just like, dude, you care way too, like in a good way. Like in a good way, you just take everything so much more seriously than me, and I think I would just be like a shithead to him. I don't think that'd be interesting. Joe Harris. What the fuck has that experience even been for the Pistons? Dude, to stray from the video. Like 6 months ago, we get Joe Harris, and I'm like, holy smokes. Like, we just got a career 40%er from three. Like, that we legit needed that. We desperately needed that for Cade. Fast forward to now, and he's like either not playing because he's hurt, getting a healthy scratch, or just not getting the ball. Pass Joe Harris the fucking ball. What a weird phenomenon to trade for this guy. And because early I was just kind of like, well, it must just be something where he's just kind of one of the new faces on the team. And, you know, the other guys have been together. Most of them have been together for at least a year, so there's existing chemistry. I was like, he'll have to kind of ease his way into it. And now I'm just like, yeah, dude, he's probably getting like fucking traded or something at like the deadline. I don't know, because a good team could actually use him. So that one's been weird. But who else would I want to be friends with? It's just not LeBron. The answer is just not LeBron. Because you know what I was thinking about the other day? Is LeBron kind of having this moment in his life where, because all the shit that we experienced as kids, he was like a kid, but when like Finding Nemo came out, LeBron was playing on like fucking ESPN on national television for like millions of people around the country, around the world even, right? And so he didn't get to like experience shit like that until he had kids. And where I'm going with this is like, you always see LeBron talking about shit that we all already knew about. And this is why you wouldn't want to be friends with him, is because he would just like text you at 4:30 in the morning and would be like, have you fucking seen Finding Nemo? Have you seen fucking The Godfather? Yes, LeBron. The hell? He just like missed the boat on so much shit because he was like on top of the world, like a superstar, and from such a young age that in his formative years, I feel like he just didn't get to be a kid. You want to talk about like healing your inner child? I feel like he's now just through his kids doing all of that shit that he missed out on. And because of that, I don't want to be on the receiving end of those texts. Nah. Like, oh, wow. Like just always talking about his kids. Like, wow. That's fucking so interesting, Bron. Wow. Where again, KD would just be like, damn, like, I don't know, just bumped into Adam Sandler. Like, what a goofy guy. And I'd be like, that's a great text, Kevin. That's a great text, Kev. I got good hats, Kevin. I know you like beanies, right? Maybe we could swap some hats. I don't know. Your head is probably too big. Pause. So I don't think we'd be able to coordinate that. If we're giving, any flowers to some NBA podcasters out there, you know who, and this has been known, this is, open sourced intelligence at its finest, these videos, right? Being as crucial of an intellectual mind to NBA YouTube as I've proven to be. This is not a new thought. This is not an original thought. But Iman Shumpert, what a storyteller he is, too. Holy smokes. Like the way that he talks about LeBron specifically and the stories he has about him, and like the way that he's able to remember every detail and articulate it in like a really compelling way. I don't know. He's just a great he's a great podcaster too. And sneaky decent rapper too. Not bad. You want to hear something that I don't know if people know this, because I don't know if he like has since released any shit. I got breaking news. It was like 2 years ago now. But I got to hear some of Jaren Jackson's music. Like some real underground shit. Jaren Jackson, like, giving bars. And it was, like, some of the best shit I'd ever heard. And keep in mind, this was, like, Miles Bridges shit hadn't happened yet. So we were still, like, Miles Bridges, like, I just popped a bean in the club and I can't move. Like, that shit was, like, it was everywhere. At least, like, for people that I talked to, like, everybody, like, loved that shit. I gotta tell you, dude. Jaren Jackson, again, I don't know if he's, like, released anything at all since I heard it, because, again, it was, like, 2 years ago. But he needs to, because it was sick. Denzel Valentine is another one that, like, I can't believe I listened to. He had an album come out a couple years ago. I think he just had another one come out, but he had one come out a couple years ago. He had been out of Michigan State for, like, 3 years. He'd been playing for the Bulls for, like 3 years. And he came out with an album called The 517 Made Me. And as somebody who was also from the 517, I was like, I gotta check this out. Same area code, Denzel Valentine. Like, we lived the same struggle. It sucked, though. It sucked. Denzel Valentine now is, like, postering in fucking G League commercials during Bally Sports TV timeouts. Huh? The hell? That motherfucker is not real. Denzel Valentine, don't want to be friends with Denzel Valentine.
I'm in my sorting hat era, I landed Slytherin. Now I'll shit my pants and maybe slither into a new pair of Levi's, the ones that make my legs cook. In my white chocolate era, serving no looks.